Hi, sir.
Hello.
So good to see you.
Badshah boy. So what is it we're doing today?
I think we should start.
Badshah, you were recently asked who you consider the most underrated artist. You said Amit Trivedi. We're thrilled to pair you with the National Award-winning composer. It's a pleasure to have the two of you on TapeCast. Badshah, will you pick the first question?
Yeah. Okay. Very important. I want to ask you about the process of how you make music.
This is quite cool, yeah?
Yeah.
This concept is quite cool.
Do tunes have specific inspirations? What inspired London Thumakta, or Ik Kudi, or Emotional Atyachar?
Oh, as far as I am concerned, all my music comes from, my director is my biggest inspiration. I always say this in all my interviews. My process starts only from the director's brief. I follow his vision and whatever is in the script. I read the script and I understand the film inside out. Get to know what about the film more from the director and then start. I think wo sara process starts, that's the starting point.
Okay.
And that inspires me the most.
Okay.
And the reason why I've been able to do such varied kind of work is because of this reason. Because I get deep into the script. If I had to release my independent music, I wouldn't create a London Thumakta or a Kudi or a Manja or a Savalu, anything. I won't be able to create it on my own. Every director I work with they have a different taste. Like right now I'm working with KARAN and Anurag Kashyap. And they are poles apart. Yeah. Like in terms of musical taste is concerned. Both have great musical taste, but they are like opposites, completely opposite. So I'm like a pendulum. Yeah. Either I'm working simultaneously on both. So mentally switching off, zoning in, zoning out, that's a little tough one. But wo samajh mein aa gaya hai over the period of time how to.
But so there's always that, element, Amit Trivedi. Like when I hear a song or like even if I don't know even if I don't read the credits, मुझे पता चल जाता है कि this is the Amit Trivedi sound. What inspires that sound?
That is a very tough thing to answer because whenever I start composing music or creating anything, I think a lot of us do, all of us do, you must be also doing, it's mostly from the blank space, or I do. I do not draw any inspiration or try, this song is good, let me try something like that. That's never been my case. That's always from the empty space somewhere I search. And most of the times, in the sleep I get my tunes. जब मैं सो रहा हूँ रात के 2, 2:30, 3 बजे गहरी नींद से उठ के मुझे रिकॉर्ड करना पड़ता है वो मेरा पीरियड है
फोन पे वॉइस नोट्स बना देता है हाँ सर हाउ डिफिकल्ट इज इट नॉट टू बी इन्फ्लुएंस्ड बाय what you listen to? I'm sure like you love to listen to a lot of music.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But how difficult is it to keep yourself away कि यार वो टच ना आ जाए? Because मेरे साथ होता है कि कई बार मैं मेलोडी बनाता हूँ अरे मैं क्या ये तो वो बन गई subconsciously.
वो होता है but like for example मैं बहुत बड़ा मतलब भक्त हूँ आज भी A.R. रहमान साहब का. I'm a huge fan of A.R. रहमान साहब and he's been a very big inspiration. And उनका मैंने हर album right from Tiroda and Roja I follow everything. But when I sit and compose, that's what I do. I do not. He's like all over me. But I have to take that off. Completely take that off and shift focus on what the script is demanding and what my instincts are saying. That's it. और वो blank space से निकालने वाली बात जो है वही से आती है.
Like one day you wake up and there's no script. Just imagine, like I'm sure you get a lot of scripts every day, but you have to create a song. Like what is that Amit Trivedi song?
That's what I have. If I have to create a song, I need to at least get a thought. At least catch on to some situation or some thought.
Probably you create it in your mind.
Otherwise, my mind doesn't work only there. Now my turn. So I'll go for this. Creativity.
You describe your audience as middle-class people with great aspirations. People who are like you. How do you make music specifically for this demographic? Are there things that you don't do because you have this audience in mind?
It's a good one, yeah.
For me, I think it is easy to make that music because that is me.
Correct.
So if I like that music, or if I like the whole vibe of the song, I think it's going to work for a lot of people because a lot of people, you know, I am the audience that I'm making the music for. So I've lived that lifestyle. But as I'm growing up, it's becoming a challenge every day to find what's working right now, or what is it that ticks right now. Because the lingo and the lifestyle of the youth has changed from when probably I was in college. So, and also, you know, once you immerse yourself in work and once you become sort of popular, once you're not able to sit with those people, तो आप वो भूल जाते हो grassroots कि अभी चल क्या रहा है. For example, I made this लड़की कर गई चुल. चुल is a slang. तो मुझे अब नहीं पता कि आजकल क्या slang चल रहे हैं. So मैं time to time, you know, I keep talking to children. I keep hanging out with kids. तो फिर वो उनकी बातों में से जो बात निकलती है. That is my source of writing.
So I always wanted to ask this because since the time there is one क्या कहते हैं, one school of writing where there's Gulzar Saab, Javed Saab, Amitabh Bhattacharya. That's like one school of writing now. And now from the past few years, there's a different school with rappers who have come in, like you, Hani Paji, Raftar. I think you guys started together, I believe.
Yes.
So you guys have changed the whole style of songwriting. ऊपर एक परिभाषा बदल चुकी है उसकी जिस तरह से. And now Gully Boy, Divine Raised and done it. Like a new genre which has been completely constructed.
I think it's demographics of the country that help us. For example, Gully Boy is the voice of Mumbai.
Voice of Mumbai,
Yeah, but if you say anything with conviction, I think it is going to resonate with a lot of people. जो दिल से आ रहा है वो दिल तक जाएगा. तो अगर जो slang होते हैं वो basically जैसे पहले folk गाने होते थे तो ऐसी स्लैंग होते हैं जो फोक में पॉपुलर होता है. सो आई थिंक वही चीज है जो इतना रेजोनेट करती है प्रॉब्लम. बट यू मेंशन्ड अमिताभ भट्टाचार्य, ही इज लाइक माय फेवरेट लिरिसिस्ट. जितनी सिंपलिसिटी से वो जितनी कॉम्प्लिकेटेड बातें कहते हैं, I think that's the most difficult thing for any writer.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's like true. He's my favorite lyricist.
But आप आपके गाने खुद ही लिखते हो, I'm sure.
Every song. Tarifa I co-wrote.
Okay.
With KARAN and Rupin.
Okay.
KARAN composed the song.
Okay.
But
that's a beautiful song, fantastic song.
Yeah. But वही है सर, किसी और का जब, so it was Karan's composition. It wasn't my composition. But किसी और का गाते हो ना तो परफॉर्म करते हो ना थोड़ा सा शैलो लगता है कि यार ये मेरा गाना नहीं है.
ऐसा लगता है?
हाँ, मतलब अपने गाने गाते हो ना बड़ा मजा आता है.
अलग फील.
बट तरीफा गाते हैं, ऑफ कोर्स लाइक पीपल लव इट, बट ऐसा लगता है कि यार काश ये मैंने बना. Okay, my turn now.
Yes.
This looks interesting. So I want to ask you about, this is Do Not Play.
Hi Amit sir, this is Vicky Kaushal here. My question to you is, when you are composing a song in a film, what are you really concentrating on? The situation in the film or the state of mind of the character in the film?
Yes, it is script, it is director, it is the state of mind of that character at that particular point in the film. And most importantly also the milieu or the setup where it's like जिस प्रांत का belong करता है.
For example, Man Marzia, wow.
Man Marzia was full Punjab, Kai Poche was Gujarat, Lutera was Bengal.
But how many songs were there in Man Marzia, sir?
14.
14 songs. And how long did it take for you to make all those 14 songs?
I think a year and a half.
And how many of them were rejected? Like how
with Anurag sir, there is no rejection.
Wow.
18 songs I've created for Dave D. Exactly those 18 are in the film. There is not a single song which has been asked to be redone or something. Same with Man Marzia. Same with Bombay Velvet. So with him it's some connection.
And how was it working with Ami Paji?
Oh, it was really cool. Yeah. Huh? Really, really sweet and a really cool guy. I love his voice. I loved his voice. I think he's the reason why Darya became such a big.
I think so. Yeah. But otherwise also, sir, what a melody. All your melodies are great. I mean, I am a fan, so it is going to be ये हम लेके चलेंगे.
Thanks, thank you so much.
But don't you think कि यार अगर ज़्यादा experiment हो गया तो मैं like you know people might not want to work with me because they'll think अरे यार he's too experimental.
सर वो तो हो ही रहा है. बहुत से प्रोड्यूसर्स और लेबल्स है जो मुझसे नहीं काम करना चाहते क्योंकि मैं कुछ ज़्यादा ही डायरेक्टर का
despite of the fact that you know like all of your soundtracks except barring Bombay Velvet, all of them have been so successful, and I think you've time and again proved that you do different things every time and they're still successful and they're still Amit Trivedi sound. Why? Like, what is it that stops them?
The commercial angle, the commercial factor, I guess. Because sometimes I tend to get maybe too experimental, maybe too niche. अब ये सब
वो रिस्क नहीं लेना चाहते.
हाँ, वो रिस्क नहीं लेना चाहते. पैसे डाल रहे हैं, उनकी भी गलती नहीं है.
No, exactly. This is my.
You don't want to risk with something that is very niche or very. But मैं naturally वैसा ही हूँ. मुझे मालूम नहीं था ये term. ये niche, ये commercial, ये avant-garde पता नहीं सब नए terminology मैंने सीखी in period of last 10 साल में. जब शुरुआत की थी तब ब्रेवली की थी सब कोई आइडिया नहीं था इस चीज़ के बारे में. पर बाद में मुझे मालूम पड़ा, किसी ने कहा wow this is the trend setter. किसी ने कहा it is too niche. ये लोगों को समझ में नहीं आएगा. तो मैं बोला okay. तभी जो आपने कहा ना कि किसी को सबको खुश नहीं कर सकते.
So what do you think about remakes?
चलिए बढ़िया.
Please be honest. Then I'll be honest about it.
I really don't like it so much.
Why?
Because it's lame. I think it's lame. There's nothing exciting about.
It's lame as an artist to remake.
See, there are times where some remakes are done nicely. I think Aankh Mare was done nicely.
Yeah.
That was done nicely. Tanix did that really well. Yeah. So sometimes some songs are better than the original. But I'm against this trend. I'm just not with the trend of rehashing old songs. और ये चीज़ से सिर्फ दो ही चीज़ निकल के आ रही है अच्छा भाई. या तो the composers today are not capable enough, are not talented enough anymore to create an original song, or if that's not the case, there's another option only, that their makers, the producers and labels have lost the judgment of gauging the right tunes.
True.
They have lost it. True. So दोनों में से कोई एक ही है. Figure out करना है कौन सा है.
Yeah.
But
if you think like a producer, for example, you're about to produce a film, you're putting in a lot of money at stake, right? So you'll try to have
absolutely understand
safety factors कि यार चले एक remake बनाते हैं. क्या वो justified है कि यार as a
no, not at all.
Because you're in this industry which is about art.
It's about art and playing safe is no fun यार. पर यहाँ पर रिस्क लेना ही नहीं किसी को. बिजनेस कर रहे हैं, बिजनेस चल रहा है, अच्छी बात है, पर still it's playing safe to like what level? And that irritates me because I have never played safe.
Would you ever do a remake?
Sir, I have done one.
Which one?
In the pressure. Halka halka surur.
Oh, that was really bad. Halka halka was really bad.
From Fanne Khan.
Yeah, Fanne Khan. Yeah.
I just did it for Rakesh Omprakash, Mera sir. I just told him, sir, I do not do this. I don't want to do this.
वो लग रहा था दिल से नहीं किया हुआ.
कहाँ से होगा सर दिल से? I only did it for him. I told him, sir, this is only and only for you.
Okay.
तो वो एक की थी मैंने, एक पहली और आखिरी गलती, उसके बाद नहीं की.
Any of the new songs that we don't get, यार क्या काम किया, मैं बनाता तो अच्छा. चलो, it's okay.
आप बताइए मुझे. I want to know your views on the remakes.
So some of them are good. Like Aankh Mare, I loved. Like the day it dropped, I think I loved it because of a lot of things. But some of them are like really bad, and it hurts when they are being played by our beloved audience. Ki yaar, again, you can't blame anyone.
You can't blame anyone. वो परसेप्शन वही आ रहा है जो आम जनता है, जो आम ऑडियंस के दिमाग जहन में यही परसेप्शन है कि बॉलीवुड सिर्फ रीमेक्स ही बनाता है. Nobody is happy about it. I don't know, but
even the makers probably aren't happy about it.
Nobody is. I'm sure even Tanishq is not happy.
No, I talked to Tanishq. She was like, "Yeah, I don't want to do it, but the circumstances are such, or the situations are such. Even the labels somewhere are not happy about it. But there's a trend.
In a big way, I think remakes are. ये trend चल रहा है तो शायद एक दो साल और चलेगा. Now it's my turn.
Yes, sir.
And I'll choose this one again.
Do not play.
Hey, Badshah. I just want to say
that you're going to have a great time doing this show. It's a lot of fun. I did it with Ranveer and I had an absolute blast. So I don't have one, but I have many questions for you, Badshah. Now, you know you've caused like a musical revolution and given blockbuster songs. But my first question is, who is the other rap artist in India that you envy, want to emulate, and basically are tracking very closely? That's my first question. Second question is, what according to you is the new fashion trend, since you're so uber fashionable and as crazy about it as I am? What do you think is the new trend? My third question is, who do you think needs a stylist desperately in the zone of fashion? Who do you think is getting it completely wrong? And I'm talking about the men.
Okay, so first question was a rapper that I am tracking, I envy. So I don't, there's no rapper, but I am really keeping a track of Guru's work. Guru Randhawa.
Randhawa. Okay.
Yeah,
He's not a rapper, of course.
He's not a rapper, but he's like my peer. So it's like independent music scene.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so he's done really well. The good thing about him is he didn't change anything about his songs. He's still making those songs which he was making like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, which probably didn't work then.
Oh.
But he did not change. He loves music. It's my habit. कोई भी नया लड़का आता है, कोई भी नया न्यूकमर आता है, really like love कि अभी इनकी journey देखने में बड़ा मजा आता है.
But कोई एक rapper तो है. Apart from
Divine. It's exciting to see his journey. It's so exciting.
Terrific.
You know, like where he's come from, how he's made that niche, the niche for himself, and how he's now getting paid well for something that people outrightly rejected like a year ago. You know, it's exciting, the revolution that he's brought.
Guru Randhawa, Nuclear,
Oh yes,
Divine.
Of course.
These three are the force to reckon with because they have made their mark in independent, outside of Bollywood.
And they're still doing what they used to do. Yeah, like they're original.
Absolutely, and that's
again
great.
Nuclear as well. Yeah, of course. Absolutely. Second question, Karan sir का क्या था?
Fashion trend.
The latest. I think, and I think Karan sir would agree. I think oversized stuff is gonna go out of fashion next year. It is still going to survive this year. And I think chunky shoes, big dad shoes are also gonna go now. I think they've seen their days. I think, but they're still gonna. I don't know if you have any idea what I'm talking.
Alien.
So what do you think about my shoes? Be honest. Just be honest.
For me, it's just another sports shoes. So मुझे पता नहीं समझता है.
Like, do you think they're too big, or do you think like they?
No, they're good. They're you are big and it's working. It's correct. Better नहीं है. This department, thank God, Karan sir, you're not asking me.
Okay, and who do I think needs a stylist?
हाँ, ये dangerous है.
In men, I think Amir sir needs a stylist.
पंगे वाला.
No, I think Amir. See, he's a very good-looking guy. For, you know, like I love the fact that he keeps himself in shape. It's only going to help if he, you know, I think a great, I like his style, but just to accentuate, you know, his, just a little bit more. I think if he gets a stylist, a great style, I'm sure like, I think he doesn't listen to Kiran ma'am because Kiran ma'am's got some great style, but I think he loves to, and I think he should do away with the pillow that he carries all the time.
I hope I'm not listening.
I think he takes good care of his face with all those nose pins and the hair. Yeah. Like, looks great. I think just a little more of a good clothes here and there.
Achha, your turn, na abhi?
I have to ask.
Ask you, okay.
Style. I want to ask you about your style. Since I don't see you on social media, I don't know what your style is.
You were once known as a media shy person who didn't like to speak much.
I still don't.
But now we regularly see you on music shows. And of course, on stage. Was it difficult to change yourself?
Very, 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 very into 100. Very difficult.
But why?
What the major shift laga yaar for me in my head to change that. And my responsible people for that are my parents and my wife.
Okay, there are two questions. Why and when?
Why? Because I was always a shy person. And जिस वक्त देवडी आई थी और रिलीज होने के बाद जो भी मुझे नहीं पता था इतनी चल जाएगी, ऐसा इम्पैक्ट होगा उसका. I swear I had no idea. I was not prepared for those kind of, जो भी मुझे उस वक्त सक्सेस मिल रहा था और लोगों के फ़ोन आ रहे, इंडस्ट्री के हर जगह से बड़े लोगों के फ़ोन आ रहे. It's too overwhelming for a simple, normal, middle-class boy who's just, doing his work, और shy बंदा, suddenly इतना ज़्यादा when it's thrown on you, तो मैं थोड़ा हिल गया था. I was not prepared for it. So that first 4-5 years, I was running away from all the interviews, media. जिससे मुझे फ़ोन आते थे, मैं भाग जाता था, निकाल देता था, बिकॉज आई वॉज नॉट रेडी. मतलब मैं कैसे हैंडल करूँ ये क्या है ये, दिस इज अनएक्सपेक्टेड था ये सारा. देन माई मॉम, माई डैड एंड माई वाइफ, दे सॉ सम ऑफ माई फुटेजेस समवेयर एंड शी सॉ मी ऑन स्टेज. उसके बाद जो मेरी क्लास लगी है घर पे कि दिस इज नॉट द वे, नाउ यू आर इन टू दिस, यू टोल्ड यू टू चूज दिस प्रोफेशन, देन should have not been here. ऐसा सब सुना है. मतलब हाँ, I know, I'm trying, give me my time, I'll get there. No, nothing doing. Next time when you are on any platform interviewing or whatever, be confident, speak properly. That hammering. धीरे धीरे मैंने अपने को started watching interviews, I think seeing अच्छा कैसे होता है ये, कैसे करते हैं वो सब एक अलग. I found that more difficult than doing music.
It is.
And now I'm comfortable. It's been because 12 साल हो गए, 10-11 साल हो गए, तब अब भी जाके मैं comfortable हुआ. But ये effect होता है when you are too shy and then suddenly you start talking, you talk too much.
But how important is it for a musician to be vocal and to be seen? Not necessarily in the videos, but in the media.
But today's day and age, in our scenario, I think that is more important. Most important, I think. Unless and until you're not seen. I have been told by my managers and my organizers and event guys that people know Amit's music, but they don't know his face. They don't know how he looks. So I was like, why don't you? I was thinking, why don't मुझे तो कान से सुनते हैं ना, देखने का क्या जरूरत है, ठीक है. But that reflects on your shows, it reflects on your business aspect. वो मुझे बाद में समझ में आया, अच्छा दिखना भी जरूरी है, मतलब हो शिट, अभी आओ, ये नया कुछ सीखना पड़ेगा. My turn?
Yes, sir.
फेलियर के बारे में अगर आपको कुछ बताया तो
चलिए सुन लेते हैं.
Raj Kapoor often said that he loved Mera Naam Joker a little more than his other films because it did not work. Are there any songs you love more because they didn't connect?
I was actually wanting to quote Raj Kapoor sir. So कोई भी मुझसे पूछता है कि यार कौन सा ऐसा गाना है जो नहीं चला, जो तुम सोचते ज़्यादा चलना चाहिए, तो राज कपूर सर ने कहा था कि मेरा नाम जोकर वो बच्चा है जिसकी शायद मुझे ज़्यादा केयर करनी पड़ी थी.
अच्छा.
बाकी सबको प्यार मिला, इसको प्यार कम मिला. सर मेरा एक गाना था जो मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है, जो शायद इतना नहीं चला, आज रात का सीन बना ले, एक जज्बा फिल्म में गाना था. वो मुझे लगता है कि वो ज़्यादा चलना चाहिए था.
अच्छा.
हाँ, वो इतना नहीं चला. बट तो तब मुझे रियलाइज हुआ कि nothing is in your control. In my mind, it was a hit. In my mind, when I was shooting for the song, I was like, oh, I'm shooting for the next blockbuster. Because everybody was like so happy, including the producers, the unit, and my cousins. So my test audience is my cousins, my brothers and sisters. So, अरे यार क्या गाना है and all that. But it didn't do.
अच्छा, it didn't work. After doing the testing with like the focus group, we call it the focus group.
The focus group. It didn't work.
Still didn't work, huh?
It didn't work. So I was like, you can't take anything for granted. Like this might be your best work and all of that. But once the song is out, it's not yours, it's the audience's. A lot of songs of mine, sir, जब वो आते हैं वो चलते नहीं हैं पहले 1-2 महीने.
Oh, बाद में takes off.
हाँ, मतलब 3 महीने बाद. So ऐसे बहुत लेट चलते हैं मेरे गाने. मर्सी मैंने गाना किया था, वो 3 महीने बाद चलना शुरू हुआ. वो तब मुझे रियलाइज हुआ कि वो आज तक, like Mercy was released in 2017, it's 2019, it's still running. It's like me and my mom also. We love your
buzz. तेरा buzz मुझे जीने ना दे.
मेरा सफल हो गया उस पे आना TapeCast.
Do you fear failure in the sense कभी जो कुछ भी है एक दिन चले गया, सब कुछ चले गया.
नहीं.
What will
happen to you? My eventuality मेरा यही है कि मैंने पहाड़ों में घर लेके रहना है. I'm very clear about it. I'm still happy. I still haven't moved to Mumbai because I, not consciously, but I think I belong to that place. I'm happy there. I'm happy in a small house. I'm happy small cozy houses वैसे से घरों में.
You foresee your future there.
I foresee my future, but that doesn't mean I don't like the money and these materialistic things. But मुझे ऐसा लगता है मैं वो बच्चा हूँ जो सब शौक पूरे कर रहा हूँ. And I think I'm blessed.
Of course, definitely you.
क्योंकि एक तो मुझे म्यूजिक बनाने का आर्ट दिया है भगवान ने, और ऊपर से मुझे ये सब करने को मिल रहा है. I think I'm his favorite child.
Absolutely, no doubt about it.
Yeah, but I fear rejection. I fear rejection. Failure नहीं. जब 2-3 बार हो गई rejection पर मैं चला जाऊँगा.
Correct.
So I think we should create something together.
Definitely we should. We haven't worked, man. Can you believe we are meeting here for the first time?
Did you have fun?
I had a blast. I had a blast. And here it's a new me. It's a new... Okay. Superb. So
let's play the end
plate.
So by the end of this, you figured out कि ये बंद कहाँ से होता है, खुलता है.
हाँ, अभी समझ में आ गया.
Badshah and Amit, thank you so much for speaking so eloquently and so honestly. It's been a treat to listen to the both of you. We can't wait to see what you create next.